I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Don't go through a breakup alone. Click on the link in the description below to get a one-on-one coaching with me, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about I lost my cool. So, if you aren't in a good place emotionally, and if you're not healthy emotionally, it's really going to come out in your romantic relationships. You have to be secure within yourself to have a good, healthy relationship with a partner. And I got an email today from somebody that admits to having a lot of anxiety. And so when you have a lot of anxiety, it means you're going to have a lot of symptoms from that anxiety. And you want to be aware of what's going on with you internally. And if you can learn to be conscious of what's going on, you can learn to change things and fix things. So, I know a lot of you guys have grown up in homes with parents that had trauma of their own and issues of their own. And so when you grow up in that kind of environment where there's constant arguing, fighting, people that have mental health issues or financial problems, it can all lead to a lot of stress that goes on in the home. Lots of fighting, and if things don't feel safe, then we feel disconnected. You can't feel connected to somebody when there's, a risk of your safety. You just don't want to bond or connect with somebody that could hurt you, right? If you think about it. So, this email is from a woman who is close to 30 years old, and her boyfriend is in his early 30s, and they dated for 19 months. I'm going to go ahead and get right to this email. She said that he broke up with her, and like I said, she admits she has a very anxious attachment style. And she describes his relationship with his family as having an excellent parents, but he mentioned to her that he doesn't talk to his parents about personal things or relationship issues. So, that tells me he does not have a good relationship with his parents. It may be okay, but I think if you have a great relationship or an excellent relationship with your parents, you'd want to talk to them about everything. You'd feel comfortable talking about everything and everything, anything and everything. So I don't buy it. She says he had a great childhood, and he still sees his parents, once a week for dinner. People can still see each other, but not have a great relationship. You could see them once a week and then sit around the table and not really connect. Which is what I would guess is going on. I would definitely guess that is going on more so than an excellent relationship. Because when you have that excellent relationship, you say, Mom, Dad, I got to talk to you about this problem with my wife or my husband or whatever it is, and they're going to be like, well, here's what I would do, this is what it was like for me, and, there's going to be more honesty, more in-depth communication with each other. So, she said that prior to this breakup, the September before, he had broken up with her one other time, and after a week passed, he called her, begging her back, saying he had made a huge mistake. So obviously there's been some issues going on in this relationship for a lot longer than this breakup, because he broke up with her one other time a year ago. She says that they were together again until this previous breakup, which is just a few weeks ago, and that this time he broke up with me because we have been fighting. Now, he's previously divorced, and he said he saw us heading down the same road. So, why wasn't he proactive in improving their relationships? If he grew up with parents that were excellent, like she claims that he says, he would be more secure and he would be more open and honest about correcting something before ending it, right? What she said is she was blindsided, she begged, she cried, and she said, well, you know, if everything, that's what you want, I'm gone. She took some time to reflect on everything, and then she contacted him after a week saying, I think it can work. I didn't beg, but I suggested we try again. He told me that was it. We were done and it wasn't going to work out, but he loved me and missed me. Yeah, he wasn't ready to talk to you at that time and you were trying to force things. Now, here's the interesting part. The night he broke up with me, we went to a party. He brought me home, then he decided he wanted to go back to that party. I got mad, and also I had too much to drink. I kicked and broke our dog gate. So, I think this is just a little window into what's really going on here. Because my guess is that this is not the first time she has done something like this. She probably has that anxiety that causes her to lose emotional self-control, lashes out, does crazy behavior like this, and, you know, having the emotional meltdown, trying to get his attention, she's afraid he's going to leave, and then what happens? He came home an hour later and was yelling at me for breaking it and told me to get out of his house and I can't trash his things. Well, he's right. You can't. I know I made a huge mistake and acted immaturely here. Everything in the relationship was great until the last month of arguing. I let my anxieties get the best of me. Yeah, this is what happens in our relationships. It's so easy to feel disconnected from your partner and then not know how to correct it. And it takes a lot of growth and emotional maturity to be able to do it. So this is why I tell you guys, you think that no contact is the answer to this, but it's really just such a tiny part of this, because you can do no contact and maybe they'll be reattracted to you, but then what? You think you're going to fix things? If you don't have the tools, right? If the only thing you have is a hammer, everything's going to look like a nail. Think about it. You guys think that no contact is the hammer. Most of you guys get stuck in looking up no contact. The videos that I have in the Be a Master in Your Relationship should be the highest watched videos that I have, and they're not. They're the lowest. So what does that tell me? It tells me, and I know this, is that you guys don't know what you need. You don't know what's good for you. You only think you know what's good for you, but I know what's good for you. Okay? And that's why I'm your coach, because I know what the problems are. When you guys come to me with your individual situations and we do Skype coachings together, I know what the bigger issue is. And you have to listen to me because I see it, you know, a lot more clearly than you do. You know, I deal with this all day, every day, so I know. Don't get caught up in no contact, please. I'm telling you, because you can try no contact and it might get you an opportunity to see them again. But if you're not ready, you're just going to ruin the relationship again. You're going to wind up in a situation where you lose emotional self-control. You don't know how to deal with your emotions. You don't know how to deal with your anxiety. You don't know how to deal with their anxiety or their distance. There's a million different things that are going to come out of this. You have to be ready. And that's what I'm here to help you guys do, is see things that are going on. And, you know, unfortunately for this situation, we got a woman here. She doesn't know how to deal with her emotions. She doesn't know how to deal with the disconnect from a partner. And, you know, she has the emotional meltdowns, which so many of you guys have. And I'm not trying to say I'm better than you guys, because I had a tremendous amount of anxiety for years, and I didn't even know it. I had no clue. And then one day it just hit me. I'm like, oh my God. And you know why? Because if you spend your entire life doing that, it's completely normal to you, like breathing or eating or having 2 feet. You just don't realize that it's a problem because you've had it since you were 2 years old, since before you were 2 years old. It's just normal to you. So a lot of you guys are probably watching my videos thinking, huh, yeah. So you're seeing it for the first time. So, you know, we have a situation here where this guy didn't handle it right. I don't think. He threw her out at 2 o'clock in the morning after she had been drinking. That's dangerous. Okay? Let her sleep it off in the other room. I understand you're angry and upset, but you know she's been drinking. You're going to throw her out of the house to drive home? What's going to happen if she wrecks her car? Who's that on? Yeah, she may have driven, but you threw her out of the house. So he didn't handle this maturely either. You got to think things through, guys. She was wondering what she can do to get him back. Well, obviously, you know, you need to leave this guy alone and let him come back to you to talk when he's ready. But you got to work on yourself. That's the biggest issue. You've had a lot of anxiety. You've had it your entire life. And when you can learn to deal with it and work on those things, be more conscious of it, more aware, you can start to fix things, and then you can have a lot healthier, happier relationships, because that's what I'm all about. I want to teach you guys how to have an amazing relationship, and we just don't learn it. 50% of our parents are divorced, and even the 50% that are together, it doesn't mean they have a great relationship. So think about the people in your own life. I know for me, I don't know many people that have healthy relationships. And so if you're not taught it, you don't see it, you don't know what to do. That's why I'm here. That's why I teach this stuff. Because it's not just about getting your ex back. It's about having a great relationship so you can have an awesome family, so you can learn to connect with your kids and have an amazing relationship with your kids and your partner. And because really, life is about our relationships and how we connect with other people. And if you don't have the skills to do it, you're just going to keep looking for that hammer when you may need a screwdriver or you need a wrench or whatever. You get the point. So if you want to get my help personally, go to my website, askcraig.net, and sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. If you like this video, just put a like on there so I know you did, and leave your comments below. But be sure to subscribe to my channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. That's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.